y'all? This is Prime 3285, and I just want to talk about Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 came out October 2nd, 2012, and it was the sixth chapter in the Resident Evil franchise. And to me, it was definitely one of my most favorite ones out of the new ones. I really enjoy Resident Evil 6, you know. Now, I know the game got a lot of negative reviews. It got mixed reviews, but I remember hearing so much criticism and hate towards the game, which is a total mess, you know. People down the game left and right, you know, but you had people that enjoyed it. I'm definitely one of those people that really enjoyed Resident Evil 6. I had a blast with the game. I love the new mechanics, you know, I love how this game had more characters in it from any other Resident Evil game. This game featured four scenarios, 4 campaigns, you know, and this game allows you to play as more characters from any previous Resident Evil game, you know. And I think the story goes like this. Carla and Simmons was working with Neo Umbrella, and together they worked together to develop the C-Virus. Now, Carla used a sample from the T. Veronica virus. You know what the T. Veronica virus was from, Code Veronica. But yeah, she used a strain from that, and she used a strain from Sherry's blood, the G virus, because Sherry still has the G virus in her body. You know, she's immune to it from the vaccine. You know, she can't mutate, but it's still in her body. But Carla, you know, and Simmons made the C virus, and Carla was very, very intelligent, very smart. You know, and she was a scientist. She was working with Simmons. She was very loyal to Simmons. And Simmons had an obsession with Ada Wong. Now, I don't know if Simmons and Ada Wong had a relationship later down the line. Maybe that was the case. And maybe he thought she liked him. And maybe he had a hard time getting over her. But I think that was kind of like the story for Resident Evil 6. He was obsessed with Ada Wong. So what Carla did for Simmons is that she was working on a Ada Wong project using people. I don't know if it was female. She was using people to create, you know, she wanted Simmons to have his own Ada Wong, you know. And she was trying to do it for him, but every time it kept failing. But what happened is Simmons, excuse me y'all, took Carla against her own will. You know, he betrayed Carla, Simmons, and he forced her into the project. It was a success. She became a Ada Wong clone from the C-Virus sample. You know, he took her against her own will, and that's what happened. And that's why Carla looks like Ada Wong. And in this game you have a lot of characters. You have Leon campaign, you have Leon and Helena's campaign, you have Jake and Sherry's campaign, you have Chris and Pierce campaign, and you also have another campaign, which is Ada Wong's. Now, Ada Wong's campaign is solo. She's by herself. She doesn't have a partner with her. But everybody else's campaign, they have a partner with them. But this game was a great game, you know, in my opinion. It was about a whole nother virus known as the C virus, you know. It was a great game. I really enjoyed this game. It really was, you know. It was about the C virus. Also, what I loved about this game is sort of brought back some of the old elements, like the zombies. I like how in this game they went back to the zombies, you know, with the T virus. Also, it's like, you know, I like the the classic atmosphere, like when you play as Leon, the fact that the game takes place in the city, you know, it has that classic Resident Evil feel to it, which I love, you know, which in my opinion, I think that gets overlooked and criticized, you know, because this game gets a lot of hate, which I really enjoy. Resident Evil 6, to me, it's definitely a Resident Evil game in my opinion, and I enjoyed it. Now, only problems I had with this game was just some of the camera angles was a little staggery, but I do enjoy the new mechanics. Like, I like how you could dodge, how when enemies swing and try to hit you, you can grab weapons from them and hit them back with it. You know, I love that mechanic. You know, I love how you can run a lot faster in this game than any other Resident Evil game. You know, compared to 4 and 5, in this game you can run a lot faster. You know, the characters are more athletic in this game, and I really enjoy, especially the new characters like Helena, Jake. I really like Jake a lot. You know, Jake is Alba Wesker's son. I like the fact that Alba Wesker has a son in this game. Jake Mueller, you know, he's a great addition to the game. I really like his character a lot. He has his father's strengths and agility, you know. He's really tough. He's a real cool character. I like Jake, you know. Sometimes I just call him Jake Wesker, but he's really cool. I really like his character. Also, this game brings back a lot of classic characters from Resident Evil 2, like Ada Wong, Sherry Birkin, and Leon Kennedy. It also has another classic character, Chris Redfield. Now, what I loved about this game is that Leon and Chris Redfield finally meet each other in person. They come face to face, chasing down Carla. They both encounter Carla and corner her. And then next thing you know, they start fighting because Leon is thinking that Carla is Ada, you know, because Carla looked just like Ada, you know. So they start fighting. Then next thing you know, they start talking. They start being reasonable with each other. But I really enjoyed the game. I really do. I love the action, the fast pace. I love the horror. You know, this game definitely has some horror elements in it, which gets overlooked. You know, I hear people criticize this game saying it's not horror enough, it's not gory enough. This game is gory, you know, in my opinion. And this game just brings back memories. It sort of takes you back to Resident Evil 2 in some ways. It sort of like it has that same atmosphere, which I love, which I miss about, you know, which reminisce from the old games. Like, if it sort of takes you back to Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, and Resident Evil 2, like the atmosphere, just being in the city. I love that. Also, I love the fact that they brought back the zombies in this game, which is another classic to the Resident Evil 6, you know. It sort of takes you back. Also, this game what I like about this game, it gives you a sort of mixture of classic stuff, like stuff that fans remember, but it also gives us at the same time something new, which is the C virus. So it gives you a mixture of something original and something new, which I love, you know. And I just love the plot in this game, you know. The protagonist, Carla, Simmons, I think they're great villains, especially Carla. Simmons, you know. Also, you have the Javavo, I forgot what they call them. The Jovo, you know, they're more like advanced. They can regenerate their limbs, you know, and they can mutate, and their bodies can change. I also love the C virus, you know, how like they be in these cocoons and then they hatch and they turn into different things, you know. And Carla and Simmons originally worked together, you know, they worked for the Umbrella. But Simmons had a sick obsession with Ada Wong, and he betrayed Carla. But I think Carla, in some ways, was sort of fighting. I guess she sort of had like a split personality, because in the back of her mind, I guess she was having voices reminiscing of her, who she truly was, which was Carla. But she was still thinking that she was Ada Wong because of what Simmons did to her, which, if you think about it, is messed up, because she's sort of like confused, and she sort of like went crazy. She has like split personalities, Carla. This game was a great game. I really loved the story. I love the characters, the new characters they give us. I love the classic characters. I like Sherry. I felt like they made her tougher. I like how they brought her back from Resident Evil 2. She was a little girl. She's the daughter of William Birkin. And I like how in this game they talk about that. She even talks about her father in this game. And you can kind of tell, like, it's a part in this game when she instantly heals quickly because the G virus is still on her body. It gives her the ability to heal fast. Also, you have a lot of BOWs in this game that I felt like it was really creepy. You have these things that kind of remind me of the Regenerators, but they really slimy and they really creepy too. Then you have these other things that got this creepy laugh, and they got this long tongue, and they have this thing that shoots out of their body. It turns people instantly into zombies. Also, this game has a mercenaries mode in it too, which is really cool. It has mercenaries, and I think this is one of my favorite Resident Evils. That it also has like one of the very best like mercenaries mode, in my opinion. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Resident Evil games of all time. It definitely is. Like, out of the new ones, it's definitely one of my favorite. But each character has a different story. Jake and Sherry be getting chased by the Ustinek. He's like kind of like a new tyrant character. He chased them a lot throughout the entire game, like in their campaign. When you play as Leon and Helena, you have to battle through the undead, you have to battle the zombies, but you also have to fight Simmons, because he mutates. When you play as Ada, you have to fight Carla, I think, because that's what it is. You gotta